So I just got this question. What's up, CRT community? Let's help each other. Yes, outside today, got the external mic up close because it is a beautiful day in April in Alabama and the birds are just singing their hearts out.
I strike back like the empire and will televise the revolution.
So I thought, I gotta get this mic up close today or all they're gonna hear is birds. And also, in front of these old rims that I've got to polish here in just a moment. But I thought, let me go ahead and make this video first because these old rims, there's a reason why I'm in front of these two. They're gonna make a point here in just a second. I'm gonna use them to make a point here in just a second. But I got this question earlier from a gentleman named Chris Patterson. Thank you, Chris, very much for watching and for your question. He brought up a question that I've gotten before from people and that I've got an opinion on. Notice I said opinion. I'm choosing my words very carefully and very specifically here because you're going to have a different opinion perhaps, and I want to get those in the comments below when we're done. But before we do that, listen, if you're a part of this community, if you've benefited from the TRT community, turn that like button blue if you don't mind because it really helps the channel. So his question had to do with pre-mixed syringes. Pre-mixed syringes that you receive usually from a TRT clinic. Those aren't the only places that supply those. I think you can also get those from pharmacies now. But these pre-mixed syringes usually have, of course, your testosterone in them, but then they'll also have an aromatase inhibitor in them, an AI, estrogen blocker. Sometimes they'll have a third thing as well, and that's going to differ. But how do I feel about those? Well, me personally, I'm not really a fan, okay? Because it has to do with needs and wants, all right? Needs and wants. And those are gonna be different for us. And some of us are willing to pay for a want that's not necessarily a need, right? Being on TRT for the last almost 3 years and having a TRT channel on YouTube where I get tons of comments and tons of feedback, what I've learned is this. The average dosage amount that most of us are on is somewhere around 100 milligrams of testosterone per week. Now we're going to inject that differently, of course, and I've got a whole video about when to inject and when's best and all that. Actually, I'll put it right up there if you want to link to that later on. But that's about the average 100 milligrams a week. Pretty normal for us. It's going to get you feeling normal again. In this specific question that Chris asked, his pre-mixed syringe had 200 milligrams in it with the AI. And his doctor said to inject that every week, or the person at the clinic. I'm not 100% sure. Are you gonna feel pretty good at 200 milligrams per week? Yeah, you're probably gonna feel awesome, okay? Because we, especially here in the States, here in America, we kind of have this mentality.
If some is good, then isn't more better?
So we can take that back to if 100 milligrams is good and gets me to normal, well, wouldn't 200 milligrams make me feel and be even better? Probably, yes, okay? Probably. However, once you get up to that amount of extra testosterone in your system, and yes, that's extra. That's more than most of us need, okay? It's very rare that someone actually needs loud Alabama truck.
Get her done.
Once you get more than what you need in your system, your brain says,
Hey, that's more than you need, homie.
and it starts to aromatase the extra and change that over into estrogen, which is then why you would need the AI mixed in with that. Well, that clinic or that doctor who's prescribing 200 a week, will he get a lot of complaints from his customers for prescribing that much? Probably not, because they're gonna feel pretty good. They're gonna have a lot of extra energy. They're gonna be able to build muscle really easily, okay? But again, it goes back to, but is that how much you need? Because you're gonna pay extra for that extra testosterone. You're gonna pay extra for the AI. And it just really boils down to what's more important to you. Being in your 40s or 50s, but feeling like you're in your 20s, and probably from your neck down, if you're working out and eating right, looking like you're in your 20s, or is having that extra money more important to you? For me personally, I just want to get back to normal. Now that I'm on TRT, I'm just happy to be back to normal again, to feel normal again. I don't have to feel like I've got the energy of a 20-year-old, and I'm not really chasing after the body of a 20-year-old anymore either. being content with good and not chasing after but better and better and better. No, I'm happy with good enough. I'm happy with normal again. And so what that gives me is extra money in my pocket, and that makes me happy. That makes me happy to have that extra money. We pay a little bit towards our mortgage. We put some money toward investments, because I'm investing in our future, which I think you should too if you can. That's more important to me than those things that might be important to other people that want the better and are not just happy with the good, but want better and better and better. For example, I bought these rims. These are for my Jeep Cherokee. You guys have seen a video in the past where I'm trying to improve my Jeep Cherokee. My Jeep Cherokee came with rims, okay? It's got perfectly fine rims on it. But for me, I love these rims that Jeep made for their Comanche and their Jeep Cherokee between the years of, I think, 85 and 89, I believe, maybe up to 90. I just think these rims look so much better on the Comanches and the Jeeps. Did I need them, though? I didn't need them. Bought them pre-owned, of course, bought them used. But guess what? For me, I was like, yeah, the Jeep rims that are on there are good, but I think these are better. And so for me, I was willing to spend $150 to get all these. I think it was 150, maybe 125. I'm willing to pay a little bit more because I really want these that I think are better. So when it comes to a pre-mixed syringe, it really comes down to what's important to you. What do you feel like is a need? And what do you feel like is a want? What's more important to you? What's your opinion on this? What do you think? Do you like premixed syringes? Me personally, I want to inject just what I need, and I don't want any more drugs than what I need as well, because once I start injecting too much testosterone, then I need another drug, an aromatase inhibitor, to keep me from having too much estrogen. I just am content with just what I need when it comes to my testosterone, because I want the extra money to invest in other things and to do other things in my life. What do you want? Thanks for watching. I hope this has been somewhat helpful. God bless. Peace.
What will save you from divine retribution? Do our part, try to make a contribution. Playing at 11.